Good morning, viewers. This is Sanctus next, and I have a mini tutorial for you. Have you ever had problems in, say, for example, Tekkit, where you've been starving? Goodness gracious, you shouldn't be starving. Let's fix that. This mini tutorial will show you a fairly simple, automatic, and consistent food source for use in any mod pack that has both Minefactory Reloaded as well as Buildcraft. And for the purposes of this tutorial, we're also going to be using a couple components from Thermal Expansion and a couple chests from Vanilla. But that's kind of bound to be there anyways. Let's begin. So first off, let's go through the parts. We're gonna need a fisher, because this is going to get us our base food source. It's going to be fish, because everyone likes tasty fish. And then we're going to need a powered furnace to cook them. Some pipes to get everything around. For me, I preferred gold, because it's shiny. You can use cobblestone, stone. If you want to be overly fucking expensive, just splurge on a bunch of diamond pipes, but you won't be really doing any sorting. You can't use sandstone for the connections, but I ain't gonna stop you from trying. You're gonna need some super fancy insertion pipe. There's 2 of them in Tekkit. I prefer the blue one, because it's blue. You're gonna need some void transport pipe, and I'll get onto why we'll need that in just a bit. And for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to assume you have some sort of power source. Just for the easy tutorial, I'm going to be using Thermal Expansion to provide our power. You could use conductive pipes as well as conduit, whichever you want to use. Or depending on the mod pack, wire, because I know there are some mods that have wire that will transport megajoules. I don't know. Okay, to start off, we're going to need a 3 by 3 by 2 hole in the ground. We're going to need water to build this. Let's just get some water. I'll get another energy cell in a bit. I'll fill you with water. There's the first floor. Pop back out. Water, 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 and bam! There we go. Infinite water source. Next up, we're going to place our fisher. Smack that in the center. That is going to... This is basically an infinite water source. This is going to provide the water for the fisher to work from. So, for that fisher, it's gonna pump out fish. It's gotta go somewhere. So let's put the powered furnace right next to it. It doesn't have to be very far. You can have it as close as you need to be. You could, if you're good with piping, you could have it touching, but you'll see why I prefer this spot in a few moments. So, out of the top, we will need to pipe out the fish, and that will go right across and into the powered furnace. So let's configure the sides. We don't need the left side, the bottom, or the back. As you can see, they're no longer lit up. And the fish are going to come out of this side. Depending on where your storage room is, you can make this pipe as long or short or as windy as you need. But we'll just put a little double chest. That's our destination. And put a couple of insertion pipes, which will attempt to put it in the chest. If for some reason, well, this is going to happen, you're not gonna be eating 100% of the time. So this is gonna be producing fish. As the fish come in, they're gonna fill up slots. And as these slots fill, chest gets full. Of course, we don't want items spewing everywhere, so the void pipe here on the end is going to act as the overflow catch. The insertion pipe will attempt to put it in through this point. It will once again try right here, and if neither spot has anything open, it will put it into the void pipe, or it will be destroyed. Now, the reason I'm not so worried about this running constantly is this doesn't use much power. So we're just going to thread our power right here. I don't know where your power would be, but for the purpose of this tutorial, this is going to represent it. max you out. We're gonna need a wrench. Blame. And now these are getting power. As you can see from this green bar here, the fisher has started working. When that fisher reaches 900 work, as represented by WK, excuse me, it will produce one raw fish. That will then go through the pipe into the powered furnace, where it will be promptly incinerated and piped out of the orange slot on this side, where it will hand you a tasty fish conveniently stored in this chest. So let's see, this should be just about done working. Okay. We should now be able to watch a fish enter the furnace. There it is, I saw it. And it gets cooked up, and oh, it's already done. There we go. You just got some meat pops back right then and there. Now this is not very costly to make, I think. Let's pull up the recipes just to show how easy this is. So for the fisher, let's see, not very much. We'll just need, I think the most costly parts of this are the 2 bars of gold in this one. For the fisher, the plastic is very easy to obtain. You just cook rubber twice from a rubber tree. For the powered furnace, if you already have your gold from the other one, the hardest part would be the bricks, because depending on what biome you're in, there might not be clay on hand. But if you can get the clay and the gold, the other things are easy by comparison. So, this has been your mini tutorial for a automatic, self-running, don't have to touch it at all, consistent food source. Never gonna go hungry, and it's grilled fish nonetheless. That's some tasty shit right there. I'll see you guys next time, and thanks for watching.